You wake up tired, not just in your body, but somewhere deeper. You work, you try, you show up again and again, and still, life feels tight, restricted, heavy. It's confusing because you're not lazy, you're not careless, you're doing what you were told was right. So a quiet question starts living inside you. Why does it feel like I'm running but never arriving? Why does effort not turn into ease? Why does working hard still leave me anxious about money, about security, about the future? This video is not about blaming you, and it's not about quick fixes. It's about something more uncomfortable and more honest. The inner reasons people stay poor, even when they work hard. Most people think poverty is only about income, about opportunity, about luck. But psychology tells a quieter story, a story about patterns, about beliefs formed early, about emotional survival strategies that once protected you, but now quietly limit you. Working hard is visible, but the forces that keep you stuck are often invisible. Many people who work the hardest grew up learning one core lesson early in life, that safety comes from endurance, from tahammul everything without complaint. They learned that struggle is normal, that rest is dangerous, that wanting more feels selfish. So they don't just work hard, they overwork. They exhaust themselves. They confuse suffering with virtue. Psychologically, this creates a loop. Your mind begins to associate worth with effort, not results. Pain becomes familiar. Stability feels suspicious. Deep down, ease doesn't feel earned unless it hurts first. This is why some people unconsciously sabotage moments of growth. They undercharge. They stay loyal to underpaying environments. They hesitate when opportunity asks them to step forward instead of bowing down. Not because they can't do more, but because their nervous system doesn't feel safe there.
Another quiet factor is identity. If you grew up watching your parents struggle, sacrifice, survive, poverty can become part of your emotional inheritance. Not money poverty, but mindset poverty. A belief that says, this is just how life is. A belief that says, people like us don't get ahead. A belief that whispers, don't dream too loudly. Disappointment hurts. So you work hard, but you don't expand. You stay competent, but invisible. Reliable, but replaceable.
Emotionally, this creates loneliness because no one sees how much effort you carry inside. They only see the outcome. And when the outcome doesn't match the effort, shame creeps in. Quiet shame, the kind you don't talk about. You start blaming yourself in subtle ways. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm missing something everyone else understands. So you double down on effort. More hours, more stress, less life. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Hard work alone doesn't create wealth.
Emotional patterns decide where hard work is allowed to take you. Many people stay poor because they've been trained to survive, not to receive, to tolerate, not to negotiate, to endure, not to choose. There is also fear hiding behind responsibility, fear of visibility, fear of being judged, fear of outgrowing the people who once felt like home. Growth changes relationships, and for emotionally sensitive people, that loss feels heavier than financial struggle. So they stay small.
Not consciously, but protectively. Inside, there's a conflict. One part of you wants stability, ease, space to breathe. Another part believes you must earn your right to exist by struggling quietly. This creates exhaustion without satisfaction, movement without direction. The turning point is not motivation, it's awareness. Not asking, why am I not earning more? But asking, what does my mind associate with money, power, and rest?
When you begin to notice your emotional reactions to success, to ease, to being seen, things start to shift as it's familiar. Emotional maturity doesn't mean becoming ruthless. It means becoming honest. Honest about the ways you've been protecting yourself. Honest about the cost of staying the same.
Growth starts when effort becomes intentional, not compulsive. When work serves life, not replaces it. And slowly, very slowly, you stop trying to prove your worth through exhaustion. You begin choosing environments that respect you. You begin valuing your energy. You begin allowing ease without guilt. This is not an overnight change. It's a quiet internal shift. But once it happens, something important changes. You stop working hard just to survive, and start working consciously to live. And that difference changes everything.